Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Trails in the Sky the Third, what should hopefully be the final episode, as I intend to finish the last chapter, final dungeon, do it all tonight. So just bear with me 1 second while I get everything set up. And, make it look nice and pretty. Alright. There we go. That seems about as good as it'll get, so let's hop right into it. Before I start off with the final dungeon proper, I've been doing some grinding off screen. Got my 400 kills, 400 fights, so let's go check out the Star Door, see what it has to say to us. Only those who have struggled through countless battles are worthy of entering here. Only upon finishing the 400th battle will this door be opened. So yeah, we took care of business. Let's go see what's inside here. And I just want to say for those Canadians here, Happy Thanksgiving. Hope you all have something to be thankful for today. I shall grant you a memory fragment and my blessing. And for those of us who aren't Canadian, well, I still hope you have something to be thankful for. Ooh. Report on the attack on Erebonia's Bracer Guilds. In year 1202 of the Septian calendar, many of the branches of the Bracer Guild in Erebonia came under attack in quick succession. The perpetrators were an armed group, but all else about them was unknown, and the guild, along with all connected to it in the nation, fell into a state of confusion. Before long, the orbital communications network in the capital was rife with calls and messages, and the situation grew increasingly grave. From Intelligence Division 1st Subdivision to General Staff Office. At dawn yesterday, the capital's guild houses were completely destroyed by powerful explosives. According to the 2nd Subdivision's analysis, the explosives were likely set directly below those buildings in the city's underground waterways. Judging by explosives used and means employed, this was the work of professionals, currently working to confirm the locations of potentially dangerous persons within the country. From Intelligence Division 3rd Subdivision to Intelligence Division 1st Subdivision. A Jaeger member has been found among those suspected of entering the country illegally. Confirmed to be responsible for logistics in the Jester Jaeger Corps. Keep an eye on other members of the same corps in the country. From Erebonian Bracer Guild to Liberlian Bracer Guild, Gransel Branch. At dawn today, the guild houses in Heimdall came under attack. We are unable to contact the bracers charged with overseeing them. We request the aid of high-ranking bracers. This is urgent. We repeat, this is urgent. From Intelligence Division 1st Subdivision to General Staff Office. The Bracer Guild in Erebonia has sent a message to the guild's Gransel branch. Judging by the content of the message, at least one high-ranking bracer will be entering Erebonia in the coming days. We request they be pursued and put under strict surveillance upon arrival. Two days after the assaults began, Cassius Bright, S rank, arrived in the Imperial capital. He assumed the post of provisional representative of the Erebonian Guild. After doing so, he assessed the damages to the guild and called for the bracers assigned to them, who had become scattered in the chaos, to reconvene outside the city. He also ordered a halt to all orbital communications to prevent interception by the enemy. By this point, guilds in 6 cities had been attacked, and the Bracer Guild in Erebonia was beginning to struggle to function. The branches that had not yet been attacked requested the army's protection. However, they seemed to be in no hurry to grant their support, making it clear that they could not be counted on. Meanwhile, the provisional representative was able to estimate the rough location of the enemy's supply base from their movements up to that point. and after choosing a small number of bracers who were familiar with the area, he sent them to try and find it. His reasoning for going with this approach was that he had concluded that the enemy would have to build a new supply base inside the country because of how strict Erebonia's border controls are. It did not take long for his lose the battle but win the war strategy to produce results. From Intelligence Division 1st Subdivision to General Staff Office. The bracer sent by Liberal's guild is confirmed to be one Cassius Bright. Bright is an S-rank bracer whose file in our subdivision has him rated as a level 4 threat, the second highest level possible. He's also the man believed to have commanded the counter-offensive against the Imperial Army during the 100 Days War. May potentially pose a threat to national security, so he is being carefully watched. From Intelligence Division 1st Subdivision to General Staff Office. Attempt to track Cassius Bright failed. Current whereabouts are unknown. However, as requested by HQ, we have not raised the alert level, and have left it as it stands. Several bracers are currently traveling aboard a train. We believe them to be taking part in some kind of operation. From Intelligence Division 1st Subdivision to General Staff Office. 6 bracers assaulted the Jaeger's base. The Jaegers inside the base were apprehended. We have identified them to be members of the Jester Jaeger Corps. The discovery of the enemy's base revealed that it was a Jaeger Corps known as Jester who was behind the attacks. After this, however, the Jaeger's movements became much more passive, and the two sides entered a deadlock. The stalemate continued for roughly 2 months. During this time, the guild representative made contact with the Intelligence Division, and began preparing for an operation that would ultimately allow him to bring the trouble to an end. From Intelligence Division 1st Subdivision to General Staff Office. CB has made contact with a member of our subdivision, currently in the process of confirming. Intelligence Division 1st Subdivision to General Staff Office. The target, CB, has proposed a joint operation, intending to meet him again at the specified date and time. I kind of want to zoom in and see what all that says, because it looks like it's actually just in English. Well, whatever. Strategic Analysis of the Bracer Guild Attack. Intelligence Division, 2nd Subdivision. What eventually broke the deadlock was a brilliant strategy devised by CB. Having successfully made contact with a member of the Intelligence Division, he made them send a message to HQ in the hopes that it would be intercepted by the enemy. What happened was exactly that. From the message, they were able to deduce the time and place the next meeting would happen, and set about plotting his assassination. Exactly what CB hoped would happen. During the meeting, CB had also given said Intelligence Division member an encoded message. It contained detailed plans for an operation in which the Imperial Army would defeat the Jaegers after they had been lured out by false information. The General Staff Office chose to go ahead with the proposed plan, and after a joint operation with the Bracer Guild, the Jaegers, who had gathered to assassinate CB, were surrounded and forced to surrender. Furthermore, the remnants of their forces who were in other bases were also defeated after the initial prisoners gave up their locations. Several months after the trouble began, Jester was completely dismantled. From Intelligence Division 1st Subdivision to General Staff Office. Raising the threat level of Cassius Bright, S-rank Bracer, effective immediately. Henceforth, he will be regarded as a level 5 threat. He poses a severe threat to national security and must be placed under strict surveillance if he ever enters the country again. From Intelligence Division 1st Subdivision to General Staff Office. Confirmed that the surveillance target left the country today. His departure was without incident. Handing control over the mission over to our foreign agencies. Transmission over. From GSO Special Investigative Department to His Excellency the Imperial Chancellor. We have also confirmed CB's departure. We shall continue to pursue him, but he has not shown any suspicious behaviors to date. We have yet to confirm any interactions between him and the minstrel. We'll continue to follow their movements. Side story. Assault on the Imperial Guild's finished. So basically, Cassius just did that off-screen during Trails in the Sky first chapter. And, apparently Erebonia was like, oh shit, this guy might be the biggest danger to our national security and our plans ever. So, you know, pretty big deals. In any case, that's all the doors I wanted to show off. I might do Nightmare Arena. I might do fishing. I might do Who Wants to Be a Millionaire in a supplementary video. But I don't have time to deal with that bullshit. And considering my Thanksgiving's going to be real busy, I'm not going to be able to do that. I can't trust that I'll be able to do that before Cold Steel 3 comes out. So because of that, we're just gonna go ahead and move on to the final dungeon. Talk to Celeste here after I save. And we're gonna take off on the RCL. It's time. Once you depart on board the RCL, there will be no turning back. You will never be able to return to this garden again. Are you completely sure that you are ready? Very well then. In that case, let's call the others and leave for the RCL at once. So back to the Jade Corridor. And get everyone aboard the ship. Naturally, some of our experienced airship pilots are on the floor there. Joshua, Mueller, Josette obviously know how to operate an airship. Tita's an engineer. And interestingly enough, Richard is taking the helm. I guess it makes sense. Seems better than letting anyone else take the wheel here. Alright, everyone is now in position. If you would, Celeste. Of course. Please focus your minds, everyone. Focus on the image of the ship taking flight into the sky. That is all you need to do. Got it. This is gonna be easy. It's not a sight I've had the pleasure of seeing before, but I can easily imagine how beautiful it must be. Come to think of it, I was in this ship when I was being transported to a cell in Leyston Fortress. That's when my life really started to go off the rails. If you are going to remain on board, sir, I would kindly ask that you cooperate. For this ship to fly again, everyone on board it must be thinking of the same thing. If you're not willing to participate, you could always climb off and remain in the garden. No, I can cooperate! For realsies! Oh, how did I ever get myself into this mess in the first place? Well, aren't you being a good boy? Well, now that we have everyone's support, I think it's time to begin. Oh, is this? Alright. And despite being in a visual novel, in a dungeon crawler, we still get an airship. Trails in the Sky knows what's truly important. Activation complete. The RCL is now ready to depart at any time. Scream! We did it! I didn't want to think about what would happen if we failed. Well, we're finally ready. What should we do, Kevin? If we're ready, I say we should get going immediately. Our destination's set, so let's go there and finish this. Understood. If you would then, Julia. Certainly, Your Highness. Henceforth, this ship will be accelerating to maximum battle speed and exiting the planes. Start all engines and advance. Yes, ma'am. Oh man, we're in some kind of warp space drive. Wow. So this is what the planes really look like. It's like being surrounded by a giant kaleidoscope. 3,000 cells per hour, 3,100, 3,200. Wait a second. 3,500, 3,800, 4,300. We are now going at 5,000 cells per hour. What? But the RCL should only be able to reach 3,600. I can only assume this is the result of how well you were able to combine your thoughts as one. This must be the RCL's theoretical maximum capability, rather than its real-world maximum. This is amazing! Shouldn't take us long to reach our destination at this kind of speed. Are we still in the plains, incidentally? Yes, but we shouldn't be for much longer. Detecting a barrier in front of us. 120 seconds until impact. Full speed ahead. Prepare the main cannon for rapid fire. We're gonna use it to force our way through. Right. Fire the main gun. Fire the cutscene gun. Fancy. Holy bajolies. Vast wasteland is right. Whoa. So this is how Phantasma looks outside of the plains. It's nothing but a barren wasteland. Our destination's coordinates are as I mentioned earlier. As long as we keep heading straight, we should reach it before long. Guess this is our chance to take a breather. That was a real thrill now, wasn't it? Even Ouroboros doesn't have any airships quite this fast. It's only just starting to hit me just how vast Phantasma actually is, though. The plains felt big enough as it was, but this area around them seems even bigger. Indeed, it's astounding to believe that all of this is only a subsystem of the Orioles. It also makes it even harder to believe that the Oriole could have disappeared as it did. Yeah, I'm with you. There's no way something capable of making an entire other world like this could just vanish all of a sudden. I found what I was looking for, so it's time I headed on home. Which means he probably collected it. Is something wrong, Kevin? Oh, nah, it's fine. I doubt what I'm thinking about has any direct connection to what's happening here. Huh? What the? There's a small flying object approaching us at 200 cells from behind. What? How could there be another airship out here other than ours? No. It seems to be a pursuer from the plains. A pursuer. Bring down the main monitor. Try and get the pursuer up on it using the ship's rear camera. Understood. Oh shit. We're being pursued by devils. But I mean, we're flying at 5,000 cells per hour. How the hell is it catching up to us? Oh shit, that isn't just any old devil. That's a goddamn mecha devil. That's... What's the silver Dragion doing here? Huh. I've never seen one in that color before. This is bad. It's going faster than us. At this rate, it's gonna catch up before long. That wouldn't be likely to end up well, either. The RCL has been taken down by a Dragion once before, as it is. Ugh. Prepare for mid-air battle. Turn the ship and intercept that Dragion. No, there's no need to do that. What? This is new. Ha, ha, ha. The time has finally come to show you all my true brilliance. You actually got some? You feeling alright, buddy? Perhaps you ought to go and rest in the medical room. You seem confused. Ha ha ha. The rest of you can just stay there and watch. You're about to see a real hero in action. And he's gone. What's gone into that goofball? My moment has finally come. From now on, I will be the star of this show. If this world really does respond to people's thoughts, then come forth my wings, cleaver of the clouds, bluer than the bluest sky. My Chi-Apache! Ha ha ha! I knew you would answer to my call! I, Gilbert Stein, Company Commander of Ouroboros' 38th Enhanced Jaeger Unit, will hereby commence diverting that Dragion and taking it out of the sky! Huh? He had that thing when we were in Gransel. I had no idea that's how you wrote it. I know that thing. So he was the one who attacked the Bobcat. Maybe his idea wasn't so stupid after all. It might not be as strong as that Dragion, but in terms of maneuverability, it actually keeps up fairly well. He's actually fighting well. Yeah, I'm impressed. I always figured he was just some loser. Maybe he's got more guts than I thought. Yeah, I feel like I'm seeing him in a whole new light now. Still, while he's putting up a valiant effort, I can't see him actually being able to take it down. Indeed, perhaps it would be best for us to turn around and engage directly. I told you, there isn't any need for that! Oh. I mean it! Get going! It's not like I would have been able to help you out in battle much anyway. I might as well do my part some other way. You're certain about this? Sure, I might not be able to knock it out of the sky, but I can get it out of your way. Then when you've safely escaped, I'll make my own retreat and follow on after you. Understood. I shall be praying for your success. Heh, same to you. Wow. He sure knows how to steal the spotlights. Honestly, he should be fine. He's pretty skilled at operating that thing. He gave me and my brothers hell when he attacked us before. Well, I guess all we can do is believe in him now. Let us pray to Adios for his safety. Indeed. Oh god, praying for Gilbert's safety. What a time. All engines, full speed ahead. Don't slow down until we reach our destination. Yes, ma'am. Moments like these are the best part of being a hero. If only there were more people here to marvel at just how cool I am this very moment. What? Oh shit, Gilbert's fucked. Wait a second, you can't gang up on me like that. That's messed up. RCL, can you hear me? I take it all back. I take it all back. Aw, crap, they're out of range. Well, shit. Ah! Adios, help me! Huh. You guys hear something? I didn't. Detecting a giant structure 120 cells ahead of us. I think this is where we're headed for. We should be able to get a visual on it before long then, if it's that close. Joshua, can you use the main camera to face it? Of course. Zooming in as far as I can on the target. I've got it. Putting it up on screen. Fancy. Looks like a witch's castle. What's that? Wow, it looks like something out of a fairy tale. Looks like some sort of palace. Or perhaps castle is the more appropriate word for it. So that is where the Lord of Phantasma waits for us. A great castle standing in the wilderness. Quite the romantic concept. Rufina is waiting for us there? No doubt about it. That's one scary-looking castle she's built herself. I'm already shaking in my stregas. What should we do now, Kevin? Let's try and get closer and see if there's a way in. Careful, though. I don't think our arrival's gonna come as much as a surprise to her. Understood. RCL, decelerate. As soon as we reach the target, begin to slowly circle around it. Yes, ma'am. This is one creepy looking castle. Well, nice of her to open the front door for us. But do we really want to be here is the question. Okay. A room with 4 doors. A 9-sided pentagram. Quite an interesting place. This has to be the main entrance. There sure are a lot of doors, though. Huh. The design seems to resemble the cathedral in Arteria. Kevin? Rufina! We know you're in there! I'm not gonna run. I'm not gonna hide. So come out and let's settle this once and for all. I praise you on coming all this way to face me. Welcome to Phantasmagoria, my castle. But the time for talk is long past. May we begin the final game. The man who seeks to atone and his attendant must proceed through the great door above. All others must proceed in equal numbers through the 3 doors below. At the end of each wing, you shall find a banquet I pray is worthy of your satisfaction. Now, let the fun begin. Rufina? I see that she intends to obsess over rules to the bitter end. I imagine that if you don't do as she asks, you will never be able to reach her. But keep in mind that as much as we are bound by rules, so too is she only able to exist because of them. There shouldn't be any traps that would violate them inside. So she's finally ready to face us head on, huh? So it seems. And what a thrilling invitation she's given us. I couldn't be more excited. I sort of get what you mean. Although in my case, it's about 50% excitement, 50% nerves. Well, it's about time we all got the chance to thank her for getting us wrapped up in this mess. I ain't gonna back down from a fight once someone else has thrown down the gauntlet. Bring it on! Oh, come on, Agate. Regardless, our path is set before us now, and we have no choice but to walk it. We still need to ascertain whether this land poses a threat to the peace of Liberl after all. Exactly, Julia. That's just one more reason why we cannot afford to back down. Maybe I just want to hurry back to my brothers so they don't have to worry too much about me, but that's more than a good enough reason in my book. And I'd get a real earful from Kilika if I stuck around this place for too long. And so it happens, I would be more than content to spend eternity here with all of you. But I suppose that's no longer an option with all things considered. Never was an option, you idiot! I'm glad all of you are with us. Thank you. You guys ready then? We're gonna need to split up into 4 teams of 4, if what we've heard is anything to go by. Reese and I are gonna take the top gate. Other than that, anything goes. So it seems. Still, the challenges beyond the Great Upper Gate are likely to be significantly more dangerous than any of the others. That may be something to bear in mind when choosing your teams. Okay, so final area. Basically you want to send your best players on Kevin's team and try to balance your other teams somewhat decently. Right gate, the Golden Giant. The left gate, the Black Guardian. Main gate, the Crimson Lizard. Giant gate, the World's Will. Alright. So.
Okay. Let's move out. Leave it to Red.
Bringing the Brights along. The Brights are going to form a team. Alright. Richard will be on a team. Agate will be on this team. Mueller will be on team 2 because I need a physical character on each team, and I've got that. Agate's going on this team because I need a physical teammate anyway. And my last party member on this team will actually just be Tita.
Oh, okay.
That's right, I'm bringing Tita to the final boss. How times have changed. Alright. Now then.
Together now.
Chloe makes sense here.
Understood.
Julia, sure. Kind of want to keep the deadweight characters together. Well, I mean, deadweight apart, rather. Olivier has to go with his boon companion Mueller, because that just makes sense. And,
Ready?
yeah, let's go Charizard in Team 1. Gives our, team a bit of added speed as well. And then we'll bring Zin onto Team 2, just to act as another face tank. Party 3 is kind of like our balance party, because, you know, we just got all the cool protagonists. And then Team 4 has, you know, team best couples, right? Anyway, we're running with this. Last chance to check your weapons and armor and such. Anything you want to change, make sure you do so. Like, Charizard actually has 0 protection, which is dumb. So yeah, we're gonna at least have some protection on her. You can see she's very much an all-rounder character, so. But I've focused her more on strength than anything else. Despite that, she is still behind everyone else. Josette could use some actual equipment here, I suppose. And yeah, sure. We'll run with this. Protect from sleep, confuse, freeze, and petrify. Okay. Good as it's gonna get. Let's go. That's everything. Yep, time to get moving. I wish you a smashing success. When Gilbert eventually arrives, I'll explain everything to him as well. Thanks. You guys have been good enough to come all this way with me, so giving some overblown speech full of cliches just feels kind of stupid. So I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. See you at the top. Don't even think about dying, got it? We're all getting out of here together. Right. Damn, Kevin does get straight to business. This music's fancy. I like this. So naturally you have to do the giant gate last. No, let's just do the right gate first, because it's first on the list. It doesn't really matter. Move Chloe back a bit. Charizard up a little bit. Yeah, we'll run with that. Damn, this final dungeon music is something else entirely. And these monsters actually give me experience. Wow. Well, I'm just gonna get cured out of the way here, so... Yeah. I'm not used to actually getting experience for this shit. Anyway, these things don't move, so that's cool. I also got some Artemis heals. That seems like something that should go on Chloe right away here. Yeah, more arts... Bit of a drop in speed, but I think that's worth it for the buff defense and arts up. Well, despite all the speed down stuff on Chloe here, she still casts really, really fast, so... Keep that in mind.
Nicely done.
Alright. And of course I don't get a map for this area, which kinda sucks. Okay, not just kinda sucks, it sucks a lot. I'm just gonna enjoy the experience that they're just throwing at me willy-nilly. Anyway, this path will lead us to a weapon. So we'll go ahead and take care of that. Yeah, it's weird seeing me get so many level ups now. I try to avoid the fights, but I've got both my cloak ports equipped on other characters, so... Too bad, so sad. That just gives you more of an excuse to enjoy the music, right? Yeah. So it's a Gorgon's Terror, Charizard's second best weapon. First being the Zemurian War weapon, obviously. But since we already have one, there's no real reason for it other than, you know, pride. Alright. Take this little alcove here. Get the treasure.
For the sake of my master.
Just a Curia Bomb, nothing special. Hang a right here. And just make sure to pick up the treasures. One Grail Locket, and a Celeste Blue. Something I already have on Julia, and it's not as good as Chloe's weapon now.
For the sake of my master!
Alright. Make sure we take all the splits, get all the hidden chests here. Nest Tablet here. Master Beads Plus here.
My. That was easy.
Still feels weird getting so much experience from all this. But I'll get over that eventually. Anyway, this weird-looking stone monument still functions like the other ones. You can shop if you need to, synthesize quartz if you need to, fix your slots if you need to. Obviously, we don't. Hell, the only real reason to do it is just to convert some of this excess stuff into money for a new game plus. Not that you really need it at that point. Like, yeah, I'm just dumping this because I don't need it. 30,000 Sepith. Just, here you go, take it. I'm sorry, 300,000 Sepith. Just take it. It's fine. It's not a big deal. And 3 weapons here. Haki Ryu, another Celeste Blue, and Artemis Heals. That will probably go on... No, everyone has it. Okay, cool. Just make sure not to forget these before you go into the next room. And since we got a stone monument, it's a good idea to make a save before proceeding onward. Because you get a mini-boss. No taunts or anything, just standard fare. Ooh. 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 Luckily, these mini-bosses aren't too tough.
That was easy.
Feel like I had a harder time with the Abyss opponents than those things. No, whatever. Get some Titan sandals here for Richard. Just straight up better than the dragon boots he had on earlier. Anyway, that door will take us to the boss area, so we want to just temporarily avoid that one.
Oh, are we done already?
Because if we follow the staircase, we get the last treasure chests of this gate. Celestial Bomb. And I'll find out what those other 2 treasure chests are in just a moment. Whoops-a-daisy. I didn't actually mean to do True Luminous Wheel there. That's fine. Artemis heals, and I actually picked up something kind of interesting. At least I think I did, unless my eyes are deceiving me. Yeah, the Quinty Ribbon +1. So in addition to some of the stuff, it gives you more arts defense, more speed, and agility. Only certain characters can equip it, though. And I don't believe I have any of those certain characters in my party. I think it's limited to Estelle, Annalise, and Rias, so... yeah. I mean, it's one hell of an accessory, though, but, not a big deal. Yeah, we also got some Zerum powder, so... good shit. Good shit. Alright, that's enough fooling around. Anyway, we're getting to the end here. There's an orbment charging station. Weird looking one, but one nonetheless. And... looks like we made it to the end. For one group, anyway. I suppose this must be the end of the wing. It certainly seems that way. It couldn't be. Oh shit, it's a gold Potter Modder? I suppose that's a golden giant for sure. Well, whatever. We'll have to take it out anyway. Ugh. A golden Potter Modder. Maybe I should have had Estelle's team come this way. Whatever. Next up, left gate. So while that last team was more magically inclined team, this is definitely a more physically inclined team. Yeah, charging station right here if you need it off the bat. But we should be alright.
There is nothing my sword cannot cut.
That's what she said. Alright, anyway, we actually want to head this way first. Grab this guy. Titan sandals. Olivier, sure. Put it up. Crap. 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 Why do they get so many turns? I hate this.
Savor the victory. We own it.
Raphael's Halo here. Again, that seems good on Olivier. I mean, it's basically Cosmic Gear with just a little extra buff. So yeah, that's fine. Chests here. Curia Bomb. Kashikar for Josette. And Olivier, I suppose. And EP Charge. Nothing too extraordinary. Nice thing is the enemies are actually kind of avoiding us this time. Also got a Vorpal Sword. Not that it's the most useful of things at this point in time, but you know. I was seeing if Josette could use the pointy ribbon. She cannot. Alright, now I'm lost. I think I want to go down here first. Yeah. Pick up Zin's weapon. It's pretty alright. Pick up Gabriel's aura for Josette.
That was the sword of Vander.
Yeah. Actually, kind of impressive. Good work, sort of, Vander. Alright. Still alive. How irksome. Whoa. That was a nasty little spell. Fortunately for me, I don't really have any dedicated healers in this party. Like, they have Laytira, but that's about it. Interestingly enough, Mueller and Laura are both water-based sword artists, which I wasn't expecting. Anyway, there's a Greya Locket here. So in case you really need someone to resist status effects, which, honestly, it'd probably just be Josette in this party. Yeah. Hey, 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 hey. Well, shit. I don't want to get in critical here, it might just kill me.
That was the sword of Ben.
Well, thank you for getting that crit timely when you needed it, buddy, because any less damage and that thing would have survived. Whew. Alright, stone monument here, so let's rest up. Okay, and keep on pushing through. We're not going to get the immediate mid-boss this time around. But we are going to get a treasure chest with a weapon in it. Another Akashikar. Yeah, not something I need anymore, but it's nice to take note of. Zerum powder there. Got an S tablet over here. The right path here leads to more treasure, the left path continues forward. So obviously we're taking the treasure first. EP charge, Apocrypha, and a tier all ball. Well, things we already have equipped, so, you know. Not even worth a breath taken care of. Past this door is another mini-boss. It's Tildon. You might remember these things if you played the Cold Steel series. They're kind of annoying. I mean, I say kind of, but... doesn't mean we can't still handle them using the basics. Oh, jeez, it stole my CP. Mother... That's a crime. That's a crime. Excuse me, you have committed crimes. These are things that will not stand in this country. Oh god, instant death too? You fucking kidding me? What a load of bullshit.
Come on, let's do it!
Okay, screw it. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Yeah, they did. What a bunch of prickles.
My love, I give to you.
Happy Trigger got a little bit of a boost, but still not the best. I hate that Thunder God Kick got debuffed. I miss it just like owning squads that got packed up like that. Yeah, it's still fine. It's still fine. Anyway, that path leads to the next boss. But we don't need to worry about that.
There is nothing my sword.
Random Tildons, not what I was hoping to fight. Luckily, I've got Celestial Bombs out the ass here, but really not fond of having Mueller die every time he gets hit. Last set of treasures are Tornado Fan Plus, Raphael's Halo, and EP Charge 3. That will go on Zin. A little bit of extra arts, defense, and agility go a long way. Alright. One organ charging station later. One hot pot later. Wonder what the hell recipe I'm missing here. I also don't care, so I'll just hold on to a few of those. In fact, Mueller could eat one of those right now. Okay, so nobody's at max, but everyone's kind of fine. That's fine. This appears to be the end of this wing. There's nothing here, though. Disengaging standby mode. What was that? Rebooting systems. Reboot process complete. Location confirmed. Currently situated in the left wing of Phantasmagoria. Confirming the presence of intruders. Commencing materialization process. Oh, it's a reverie. Interesting. Looks fancier than the one we fought in the first game. Ugh. Switching to genocide mode. Reverie Mark II. Guest Pence. Commencing elimination of intruders. Who are you gonna call? Call Guest Pence. Sorry. Gilliam Yeager. Super Robot Wars. My bad. Alright. Third gate. Gonna bring the Bright family plus everyone's favorite sister, Annalise. No need to rest up. This is going to be... Oh. Was I lied to? I thought Estelle could equip the pointy ribbons for some reason, but I guess she cannot. So yeah, this is gonna go on Annalise. Annalise is a good girl. Okay. Otherwise, we'll leave it like that. Blade Lord's emblem for Joshua and Ren, obviously. And, I mean, technically I could put the Artemis heals on, Annalise here. It drops her speed by 10, but that doesn't seem to be the worst possible outcome. You know what? No. It's fine. It's actually gonna go on Estelle. Later, corpses. Oh, Ren. Why are you so cute, and yet so maliciously evil at the same time? Who knows? Let's actually put something strong on Analyze here, though. The Hockey Ryu seems the best option.
That's that. Let's move out.
Serum powder, S tablet, armor, equipment, you know the drill at this point. In fact, speaking of the drill, for some reason I thought I had the cloak quartz on Estelle, but I don't. But it doesn't matter. I want to get into a few encounters anyway, just to get that old, well, you know what I mean. Get those old CP up to fighting condition. I love Wrens. Meow. So cute. So cute. Why are you so cute, Wren? Alright. Oops, daisy. Grab the, Namana in there. It's not as good as the Sphere Soleil, so don't worry about it. Also a tier all bomb. Over here, Curia bomb. And Swallowtails for Joshua. Again, not nearly as good as the Serenity Blades that we have on already. Get a little bit of recovery here. Oopsie poopsie.
Done yet.
Artemis heals, don't need them. Gabriel's aura, don't need it.
Done yet.
And a Hakiru for Analyze. But we already have it, so... Ha! Ha 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 ha. Not even a big deal. Alright, let's pop yourself a save. Alright, more of these jerks. You know what? I'm lazy. Guys, I'm lazy. Alright, so take the right path first. Because that leads us to all this treasure on the, edifice, balcony, whatever you want to call it. T-Anklet Plus, S-Tablets, Crimson Scythe. It's nice, but, it's no Nemesis Ripper. Rip, rip, rip and tear. Rip and tear. Alright. Just grab the last two treasures here. And once again, we've come to the end. So make sure you eat up those swing witches you got. Okay, that's adequate. So we got a Reverie in one door. We got Potter Modder in another. I wonder what this third door has for us. Wow, this room's huge. We must be at the end of this wing. Why is it so vast, though? Surely there must be a reason. Oh my, that was no ordinary monster cry. Oh, that's definitely a Crimson Lizard. Are we gonna fight Red Ragnard? Oh boy. Whoa! A Red Ragnard? Wow, an ancient dragon! I've never seen one of those before. It looks so cool. It looks like it's been altered from its real-life equivalent, like the Black Ark, too. Alright, so final boss of Trails 1. The, mid-boss of Trails in the Sky 2nd chapter. And, one of the very last bosses of Trails in the Sky 2nd chapter. So, you know, we're covering all our bases here. Let us see what is in the final gate. The Giant Gate. This party actually has the cloak quartz on, so I will be avoiding all encounters except for the one boss encounter. Because I'm just going to run through all these guys. As would be expected of Kevin Graham of the Gralls Runaway group. Wait, I got Raphael Halos for days, so let's put that on him. I mean, I have Dragon Boots, I guess. Alrighty then. Let's us roll. I got that one already. The left door here, we have Weapon for Agate, the Apocrypha. Right one, Celestial Bomb. Petrified 2 quartz. Kyria. And Tita's Vritrahan. Stone monument right in the middle of the area here. You can buy some decent accessories here as well, if need be. I don't need to sell that much. Okay. Just get all the treasure. Just get all the treasure. Don't even worry about anything else in this area. Just treasure. Nothing but treasure. You know, for a brief moment, this sounds like, you know, Chopin's Etude. Something or other. I forget the exact name of it. God damn it. It was just, when those notes hit, you know, the do-do-do-do. That's, very evocative of it. I'm not a classical music buff. Who do you think I am? I mean, I do like me some Chopin, though. He's a very special pianist. Speaking of very special penises. That's a lie. I'm kind of just talking to myself now. Not that this dungeon is all that interesting, but I did finally get some Titan sandals for Agate here. Now you can kind of play ball with the rest of them. Make a save here, because we got a mid-boss coming up.
You ready for this?
I just got bored and thought diving all my problems away seemed like a good idea. Oof. Maybe I was wrong.
My thanks to thee.
I got some levels, so it's not too bad. So yeah, neither Agate nor Tita can heal very well. That job is clearly being left up to Rias and Kevin here, so, you know, they got that under control. Anyway, just go around, pick up the last treasure chests. Celestial Bomb here. Artemis heals, and then Agnes Day here. And a Shine Sphere Plus. That's all the little bits we're gonna get. So let's use up our last swing witches. Yeah, this will be fine. I know, not going into these fights with max CP, what am I, stupid? Dog, you know it. Anyway. Good as it gets. Let's end this. We got 4 straight boss fights to go through before we can call this game over and done with. This store is huge! They went all out in the design, huh? I think we've reached our destination. Yeah. I can sense Rufina on the other side. What should we do, Kevin? I can't thank you two enough for sticking with me up until the very end. What I'd like to do instead is ask for your help one more time. We'll be up against the Lord of Phantasma, the being capable of changing and reconstructing this entire world according to their whims. This fight's gonna be nasty, and the only way we'll even stand a chance is if we give it all we got, together. Leave it to me. I'll do what I can. Thanks. Alright, let's go. Right. Welcome. Welcome to the end of the show here. Welcome. I'm impressed you were able to make it all this way to me. Rufina. Darn right we did. For the record, I saw all that happened down in Gehenna from here. I wasn't expecting you to have the will to resist Wise Man's proposal. I'll be honest, if Reese hadn't been with me, he might have swayed me. So don't give me too much credit. I'm still the same cowardly loser I always was. People don't change their ways that easily. Oh, don't say that. You look surprisingly relaxed for someone talking about how hopeless they are. If you have so little confidence in yourself, you might be in for some trouble. Remember, Kevin, if you can't defeat me, Phantasma isn't going anywhere. You do understand that, right? Yeah, I know. Worse still, it'll probably start affecting the real world soon. Right now, its effects are limited to Phantasma's own borders. That might not stay that way forever. Right? What? You're kidding. Really? Well, you noticed. Phantasma has been taking in people's desires for thousands of years now, and it's starting to hit the limits of its own capacity. In order to release some of the pressure that's been building up within, it's likely it will start to erode away the real world. Thought so. Won't be something that happens overnight, but slowly, its influence will start to extend across the land, blurring the line between this world and yours. Until eventually, the real world will be filled with devils and ghosts like this one. No way! I would ask that you not despair at the thought. The real world could be easily influenced by people's wishes and desires. If all the world's population genuinely wished for a better, more peaceful world, maybe it would actually happen. Perhaps being taken over by Phantasma may even be in the real world's best interests. Screw that. There's no way that's true. Is that so? No one knows the first thing about life before the Oriole could believe it would be that simple. The people back in those days were able to make their desires reality using it. And all it did was lead people down a path towards ruin, and force them to lock it away, in order to ensure humanity's future. Letting Phantasma take over the continent would no doubt be a repeat of the same thing. I know you don't believe for a second that's how people should live, Rufina. Even after becoming a knight, you never relied on force to solve problems. You were always thinking, always trying to find the best solution. When I was ready to give up on life and wallow in my own despair, you were the one who made me face reality. It was because you knew that life doesn't always go the way people want it to, that you were strong enough to do that for me. You knew that the only way to make the world a better place was for people to be strong together, and make it that way. Am I wrong? It took me falling down to Gehenna with Rias for me to finally realize that, but I did. I realized all over again just how pitiful a man I used to be. I never stopped to think what your final thoughts must have been when you gave your life to save me. I never stopped to think whether I could have done something for Mom, instead of running away from her. I just acted like a spoiled brat, trying to find a way to be punished, because I thought by doing that, maybe I could finally be forgiven. It's taken me a long time to see that, but here I am. Kevin? You know what, though? I'm fine with how long it took. I'm a long ways off from being able to compare to you, but at least I know what direction I should be walking now. Maybe if I start walking today, one day, I'll actually be able to reach the place where you used to stand. So that's why I feel like I can finally start accepting myself for how I am. Kevin? Well said, my man. It looks like my attempts to punish you ended up having quite an unintended result. Mind you, Kevin, I wouldn't put me on a pedestal if I were you. The world we stand is one affected by the will of those within. If you're convinced that you're inferior to me, how do you expect to defeat me? That's true. Well, you're right. Or you would be, if you weren't just a copy of her. What? She is? Game's up. I know exactly what you are now. You're this world's core, the reason it can operate autonomously. But you're not, Rufina. You're the copy of my stigma that was made here half a year ago. How? How did you work that out? There it is. Kevin's stigma? Maybe I can't match up to Rufina, but I'm not fighting her. I'm fighting you. I'm not gonna lose to my own stigma. I'm gonna set her free from you. So get ready for one hell of a beatdown. Go ahead and try, Kevin Graham. By devouring you, my original, I will be able to become fully complete. As we speak, my minions are extending a warm welcome to your friends. Should a single group of them fail, the future will be closed forever. Thy very being shall be devoured by this land, drawn upon as sustenance. My name is Anima. I am this world's center, its core, its very essence. We won't lose, not to you. Those are the rules of this game. We'll be happy to play by them. So I can finally take that first true step towards accepting myself. And so all of us can be reunited again. So we return safely to our world. We are going to defeat you. Alright. Let's go. I'm sufficiently hyped up for this. Guess we're starting with Gordius first. And hey. Ouchies. Ah! What a load of bullshit. Okay. If that's how you wanna play, sweetie, we can play this fucking game.
As clouds fall, Sakura blooms. Fallen warriors gather in the evening gloom. And I present you your doom. Sakura's morning moon!
This ought to perk you up. Strike his voice!
Alright. Okay. 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 Okay! I guess Cher is just gonna be useless for this fight. And I guess that's how we're playing this.
For his sake, get ready!
Alright. I will take blind over anything else this bullshit fight is doing. Whew. Anyway, just relying on Richard to deal damage. Chloe, keep health up. Fuck off. Okay, if you just want to hit him like that, that's fine. I know Impede or Camphor won't work on this boss, so not even gonna bother trying. Let's hit him with something powerful, please. I guess Blue Ascension? Sure. Gets me up in the turn order, at least. And of course, having him waste his time hitting Julia is exactly the goal of this operation. Alright. So, Bitch Bones here is almost dead. Richard will actually finish it off. Jeez. It wasn't too bad, other than it getting, you know, the initiative. Hopefully I won't have to deal with the same bullshit here.
Told you I could handle this. Over here, Martha! Thanks, guys!
Alright. Now we can actually play real sports with this piece of shit. Mueller, get up close. What's its weakness? Time magic. Excellent. Shadow Sphere we go. Shadow Spear. A spear that whittles away life. Yeah, Mueller doesn't have spells. Are you kidding? Who does that? Who casts spells? Alright then. Can't exactly earth wall out my way out of this one, so just poke it, I guess. Guess I take the hit, see what happens. Genocide. This looks painful. It was, but nothing I can't handle. I guess my big weakness in this party is I don't have a real healer. So I guess I am just going for speed more than anything else. Yeah, because Mueller's healer isn't exactly a vote of confidence. Okay. Alright. Zen did most of the work.
I call this Requiem for a Doomed Foe.
Finish him off, Olivier.
You feel it left. Take that! And this napalm!
And this napalm. Not as powerful as Zen's was, but it does the trick. Alright, Ragnar's up. Once again, I will be clearing out the chaff before doing anything else in this fight. Sure. So if he's anything like Ragnar in the other fight, he just basically pushes you around all the time. Can't even see his health either. That's a load of hot garbage. 5,000 damage each? Okay, cool. You do that, sweetie. I'd rather have something that targets it, actually. That wasn't that great. Okay, so he is impervious to delay, as one would expect. That's fine. He's gonna call some buddies, huh? Guess we'll take care of that first. I know he's got some moving around tricks, so I just want to be prepped for that eventuality. This will work eventually. Yeah. He's getting very near death now. Just a few more hits should do it. Just one hit, actually. Alright. That's, the Trails cast taking care of the easy bosses. And, yeah, sure, let's, save our current progress on a new file. Not that it matters much. And, take down the very last boss here. Let's take on, Anima for real. Let's see what exactly we're fighting here. Oh god, we're fighting Goatsy? Oh, no. It's uglier. And they really like their mecha-looking enemies here. Fucking straight out of a kaiju movie or something. Alright. Luckily for us, we get the initiative in this fight. That's a nice change of pace. Alright. So it's gonna summon some pillars. And here's what Agate's gonna do. When it has these pillars up, it's invulnerable to damage. So... they're all prepared to use arts. What a pain in the frickin' dick. Casting spells on them actually isn't a good idea because they're pretty much immune to everything that isn't their own element. So it's kind of just a waste of time. So just hit them with physical attacks is all you can do, really. And if you have characters who suck at physical attacks, like, say, Kevin here, you're kind of in shit. Ah, fuck. God damn it! He's gonna make this fight way harder. Ugh. Nope. No, this is pointless. God fucking fuck. I thought I had Grail Sphere on. I don't. Why the fuck don't I have it on? Okay. Well. If this is the situation I'm in, then there is no point in holding back. Just use all your best items. Because, apparently I fucked myself. Because I don't have Grail Sphere set to my S-Craft. Can I not do the orbital gear? I guess. Okay. Sure. Whatever. That's fine. Oh, hey, the field changed. Alright, now I can go into my orbital gear. Jeez, make this hard on me, why don't you, game? Well, whatever. Alright. Ah. Ah.
I hold in my hand the tally of light.
Oh, nice. Things actually work.
Oh, okay.
Alright. It's got an element change mode. Neat. I guess. Alright. Agate, please. I thought I had Grail Locket and shit on you. Alright. Weak to time. That's neat. Is that all he's weak to? I guess so. Whiskers on kittens and... Okay. Okay.
Oh, heavenly servants of the goddess.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, at least Kevin gets a turn, so I'm not completely fucked. I mean, I'm still kind of fucked, but less fucked. Alright. So, Kevin. Why the wait, why the fuck didn't the... what? Ah! It's like, why didn't that work? Oh my god. I'm not ready for this. I hate this. I hate this game. Okay. Whoa, fuck. This is not going well for me. I'm just gonna try to move Kevin out of the way here, I guess, and let this happen, and, you know, live my best life and all that shit. And Tita's almost dead, so let's make her less dead. Please, I just don't fucking care anymore. That's primarily why Tita's here, to stop the stat down. Nice to see it was actually somewhat useful in this fight. Alright, it's changed element. Summon some buddies. What are you weak to now, sweetheart? Oh, nope, he's just neutral now. Excellent. Hey. Hey. Stop that. Prick. Prick. Be a man, let Tita take the hit for that.
I hold in my hand the glory of the light. You ready for this?
I'll make it through this fight eventually. This is just annoying, though. What the hell is this attack, though? I guess it's a good thing this is happening on a virtual plane, otherwise this would just be, you know, the worst. And no, I'm just gonna let it go at regular speed. Here we go. And then they destroyed Saturn, and the Sun, Pluto, Mars, and all that shit. Remember that? And, you know, like, vaporize half the frickin' field, too. Alright, I need to finish this fuck fast. Just make sure I get Tita in range here. That's the goal. Alright, changed elements, summon some buddies. What fuck do I do? What fuck do I do? Alright, that's everyone's protection off. And Rias is trapped, so she can't actually move. Jesus Christ, what the fuck are you weak against, buddy? Space. Guess that's what I'm doing. And Tita. I got some buffers, don't I? Yeah, whatever. You know what, though? What if I did this? There we go. That's a little better. Alrighty then. $17,000, huh? This is gonna be a bit of a challenge to get the kill off here. The best thing I do is play it safe. It's actually not playing it safe now I think about it. Fuck. I don't think I have a safe option here. So damage becomes critical. In which case, all right, Agate, you're up. What's better, spears or? Okay, I think I got it. I don't got it. I got it. Did I get it? I got it. It's dead. Oh, thank God it's dead. Oh man, that was an annoying fight. Oh. Like, that would have been fine if I had Grail Sphere set to my default mode. I didn't though, so I just had to slowly whittle my way through his health. Luckily the second phase was a bit easier, it was just more time consuming, and then I got trapped, and that was just, ugh. Luckily we survived, so, you know, good job us. Oh. Its color changed. How did we get here? This is not my beautiful house. This is not my beautiful... Wait, no, sorry. God damn it. Sorry. This is where we fought the Schwarzritter. This is a place I made with his input for saying farewell. I'm glad it ended up proving to be useful. Oh. Rufina! Back in your old knight getup, huh? You're finally free of the stigma's influence, then. I owe that to you two and your friends. You deserve a lot of praise for overcoming so much on your way here. You knew what you were up against. You could have given up at any time, but you never did. I'm so proud of you. Rufina. You really are just like I remember. So, is the stigma completely gone? I'm afraid not. It still exists inside of me. Your victory earlier has allowed me to suppress it in there for the time being. But I won't be able to do so indefinitely. It'll recover its power before long if it isn't completely destroyed. Oh. But how do we... I'm afraid someone is going to have to destroy it. I want that someone to be you, Kevin. Hey. You can't mean you'll have him kill you! That's right. By killing me, the copy of your stigma will be destroyed as well. That's the only way to get rid of it for good, and bring all of this to an end. Doing so should restore Celeste's power. After that, I believe she should be able to return all of you safely to the real world. But... Let me just make sure. There's no other option, is there? None. This is truly the only way. Last time you had to do this, you were barely aware of what you were doing. This time, you won't have such a luxury. How could you ask that of him? How could you make him do that again, knowing how much he suffered the first time? And if he does that, you'll... I'm sorry, Rias. But this is the reality, and I need to be the one to tell him. I'll say it once more, Kevin. Kill me, and go back to the real world with your friends. as your sister, as a fellow knight, and as a mother. This is the last thing I'll ever ask you to do. It's amazing how someone can be so kind, and yet so cruel at the same time. That's how you've always been, I guess. No, Kevin! Sorry, Rias. I'm gonna have to take your sister from you not once, but twice. If that's what you've got to do, then I'm doing it with you. What? Rias? I don't want to be left behind by you two anymore. I don't want to just stand aside and watch anymore. I've had enough of just waiting. So if this is something that has to be done, then I'm gonna do it with you. I'm gonna carry your sin with you this time. Thanks, Rias. It's hard to believe you're the same little glutton from 5 years ago. You've grown so much while I've been away. You ended up studying under Aang too, right? I apparently have plenty to thank her for. Rufina, please. Well, if you're sure that's what you want to do, I have no objections. I'll leave the decision to you, Kevin. How can you be okay with this? I should be the one shouldering the burden. Me, and me alone. Why should Rias? You're a grown man, Kevin. Start acting like one, damn it! Is probably what Ayn would say in this situation if she were with us. She's not, though, so I want you to go with your heart. You've always had a way with shaking a guy up. Come here, Rias. You can hold my bowgun with me. Okay. We'll kill your sister together. Oh, I never considered that. Apparently, I was even further from my goal than I thought I was. Sorry? What do you mean? Listen, Kevin. You said earlier that you wanted to try and follow in my footsteps, right? Yeah. It's not going to be easy, but it's what I want to do. Well, if that's generally what you set your mind on, I can't stop you, but I can't say that I recommend it. The path I walked was one fraught with pain, doubt, and worries. I knew in my heart there was no way it was possible to make a world where everyone could be happy. Nevertheless, I dedicated my life to try to get as close as I could to that impossible goal, even if it wasn't easy. Bring it on, I say. I feel the same way. I want to follow in your footsteps too. I've never seen two people look more sure of themselves. And if that's what you want, if that's really, really what you want, don't content yourself with trying to go as far as I did. Go further than me. Try to reach the places beyond my grasp. Realize the future that I never could. Because I get the feeling the two of you may actually be able to do it. You do? Damn. That's a doozy of a task you're throwing on us at the last minute. But hey, I won't say no. Making it sound so hard just makes me want to pull it off all the more. I promise I will. Just don't try to walk too fast and end up getting tired before the finish line. Anyway, I think we've kept your friends waiting for long enough. Kevin, Rias, I think it's about time you pulled that trigger. Yeah. Right. It's okay, Rias. I'm right here with you. Let's just take this slowly. That's right. Easy does it. May Adios always watch over you both. Take care of her for me, Kevin. I will. Always. Thanks for everything. Really. Rufina, And you take good care of Kevin, Rias. Stay close, okay? Rufina. We will. Forever. So... Goodbye, Rufina. Oh. It's okay, Riz. I'm sure we can do it. I'm sure we can realize her dream and reach the place she was always trying to get to. And I'm guessing that when we do, we'll find her there waiting for us. So this isn't the end. We'll see her again. We will. I can't cry on command. It is sad, though. A little bit. It's a little bit sad. Kevin! Rias! Please, wake up! Huh? Huh? Where are we? Oh, thank Adios. You really scared us when you suddenly fainted the second the fight was over. We fainted? But... I imagine she summoned your spirits to an area of her creation, leaving your bodies behind. There you are, Celeste. I felt the return of all my power a short while ago. Did something happen, Kevin? Oh. Actually. Kevin explained to her that they had said farewell to Rufina, and that the stigma that once ruled the land of Phantasma had completely disappeared. I see. She must have been an incredibly strong person. I may have never had the chance to meet her, but she sounds like someone I would have liked to talk to. That being said, there's no longer any time to waste. Huh? Why not? Now that Phantasma has once again lost its master, it will revert to being unstable once more. The castle will be no exception. I imagine it will disappear before long, unable to retain its current form any longer. The same will likely be true of all the planes even. Only the garden will remain. You're kidding! Are you really so surprised, Estelle? We know about how this world works. This was always a likely possibility. I'm sure it wasn't one I was thinking about. Besides, if you knew all this already, why is this the first time we're hearing about it? We should hurry to the RCL and make our own escape at once. There's no need. I can open the gates of heaven from here. You can? As in, the ones in the Testaments? I believe so. To my recollection, they are the counterpart to the gates of Gehenna, connecting the world in which you reside to heaven above. A replica was prepared for us in the area we stand. I can only assume the one who created them was the woman who bade you farewell, to the one who was assimilated into the Lord of Phantasma. Ha ha ha. She did? I see. Then if we pass through here, we can return to our own world. Precisely. Though perhaps seeing is believing. Allow me to open the gates. Well then, let's walk on through those pearly gates, shall we? Wow. If we walk through here, we can go home? I imagine you'll appear somewhere near wherever it was you were when you were first drawn in here. Those who are on airships will likely reappear somewhere inside them. Okay. I guess this is it. Indeed. What, already? We've been in here so long together, my brain's having trouble processing that it's actually about to end. I was hoping we would have time for one final feast before we went our separate ways. But I suppose there are few partings in this world that will allow us the good fortune. You're probably right. Well then, allow us to be the first to take the plunge. Why? At this rate, we're gonna be here forever, cause no one wants to be the first to say bye and leave everyone behind. What Zin said. So as the eldest members of the group, we thought we should be the ones to take the initiative, so to speak. Oh. Thanks. You guys are alright, you know? Think nothing of it. This is nothing compared to the kindness you've shown by welcoming me into your numbers, despite my past transgressions. Because of you, I was able to achieve something truly important. You have my deepest thanks. You're very welcome. Just know that you have ours too. I don't know what we would have done without you. We may have to part for now, but I imagine your work will bring us together again in the future. I can't wait to see you again. I'm honored you would say so, Your Highness. Should you ever require my services, please don't hesitate to call on me. As for me, well, it was great getting to see all of you again. Didn't ever picture us having a reunion like this, but I'm sure glad it happened. You got that right. I still wouldn't have turned down a few more rounds of duking it out with you. Same here. Next time I get some free time, I'll have to pop over to Liberl and rough you up a bit. Or, you know, you're all welcome to swing by Calvard if you want. Kilika and I would welcome you with open arms. You bet. Count on it. Really? Then I'll start making preparations for my visit as soon as I leave here. You're not doing anything until you finish the mountain of homework that's waiting for you. I'm sure me and Rias will eventually make our way there once the work comes knocking on our door. I hope that day comes soon. Same here. Well, I think that's about everything. Let's get going, Colonel. Honestly, and how even you've started calling me that. Although, I suppose being referred to that in that way by all of you may not be so bad. Perhaps we should be the next to leave then. You? I feel as though the longer I stay, the less I'll want to leave you all. It would be best for me to get this done and over with. So this is farewell for now. Yeah, for now. I was honestly expecting you to hang on longer. I'm surprised. Oh, Joshua, you twist my arm, but the pain only leaves me weak with pleasure. How I crave whisking you up as my prince and taking you back with me. Over my dead body, creep. I don't think I'll ever be able to believe this guy's actually royalty. Olivier. Truth be told, I honestly never thought I'd be blessed with an opportunity like this. The thought of it coming to an end is making me uncharacteristically emotional. Aww. It's certainly a new side to you. Before I go, however, I do want to give some serious thought to what I said, Shara. While I do realize it was brazen of me to ask, you wouldn't deny me the joy of believing that you may one day say yes, would you? I swear, you're unbelievable. Alright, I will. You'll have an answer someday. In the meantime, you better work hard at what you need to do. But of course. What's this all about? I think we're missing something pretty big. Yeah, something interesting happened right under our noses, didn't it? For my part, I would like to thank you all for what you have done for me in this one here. I feel as though this experience has allowed me to improve my swordsmanship all the more. I am truly grateful. Heh. I'll have to make sure I don't let you get too far ahead of me, or I'm gonna have a hell of a time catching up again. The same goes for you as well, of course. I do hope we'll have the opportunity to meet again one day. As do I. One last warning. I fear the Empire has some truly stormy times ahead of it. I would advise against all non-essential travel there. That's concerning. Please be careful then, Major. As long as this idiot pulls his weight, we should be able to avoid the worst-case scenario. If you'd all pray Adios doesn't give up on him, I'd appreciate it. Aw. Sure thing. Praying's what we church folk do. I can't think of a simpler and more enjoyable request. How tragic it is that you all trust me so little. But they do say people bully those they love the most. You're no exception to that, are you, love? Am I to take that as confirmation you would like to be dragged out of here by the scruff of your neck? I'd rather walk, please. Well then, everyone, until our next meeting. He managed to keep pretending he was fine until the very end. You two are next, then? Yeah, this is it. Most of the people here I could go and see if I set my mind to it. But as for you two, Estelle and Joshua, take care on that journey of yours, okay? No problem. We'll be sure to keep writing to you as often as we can. There's no need to send too many of them. It won't be easy for my replies to reach you. Plus, there seems to be a lot of maintenance work going on with the Orbital Communications Network lately. If you really need me, just get in touch with the Gransel branch. Okay, we will. You can always get in touch with us if you need us in the same way. Aw, it's gonna suck to not be able to see you again for a while though, Estelle. But it's gonna especially suck not to be able to see Ren or Tita. And you, Rias. Me? Duh. I was really happy to get to know you, you know? So if you ever come to Liberl again for work or whatever, come see me, okay? I'll give you the scoop on all my favorite ice cream spots. I'd be happy to accept that invitation. Coming to Liberl is now my Coming to Liberl is now my top priority after leaving here. Let's not forget about work now. At least you'll be easy enough to see again, Tita. I should be able to pop over and mess with you anytime your scary boy toy's not hovering over you. Don't you even think about it, kiddo. How serious I am is for me to know. Okay, just one more thing before I go. Say, Ren, do you like Estelle and Joshua? Or don't you? What? That's what matters the most. I want you to keep that question in mind as a favor for your big sis Annalise. What do you mean? Annalise? Oh, and expect a bajillion hugs next time I see you. I'm not gonna let you get away. Alright, I think we've hung around long enough. See you later. Take care, Shara. Thank you both for sticking with us. Okay. Guess we might as well be the next ones to step up. Yeah. This is it, huh? Time to say farewell. I'll miss you both so much. You too, Ren. You mean it, Tita? I can't say anything thought-provoking like Annalise, and I don't have the power to chase after you like Estelle and Joshua. But I'll always be waiting. I'll always be waiting for the day you three come back to Liberl together. It's okay to hope for that, right? Please, you can do what you like. As long as it's not getting sloppy with finishing your orbital gear, you'd better finish that. Potter Mater welcomes all challengers. Okay, I will. I swear, kids sure are violent these days. Like Cher said, you guys take care, yeah? Especially you, Estelle. You ain't a rookie now, so make sure you start looking before you leap. I know. You just try not to fight with Tita's mom every other second, okay? Hey, I'm not the one picking fights. She's like the one who's always trying to make my life hell. I'm already dreading going back and getting blamed for Tita ending up here. Yeah, I'm sure she'll find some way to pin this all on you. You're only laughing because you ain't gonna be on the receiving end of it. Oh, one last thing. I got something to say to you. Me? First time I met you, I thought you were some sketchy weirdo. Then you showed some real guts this time. Good on you. Huh? Did I say something funny? No. I just never thought the day would come when you'd praise me. Like, at all. What brought that on? No real reason. Just my way of saying let's keep on trucking, I guess. Well, thanks then. Why do conversations like these between two guys always end up so awkward? Ah, cram it. Anyway, you ready, Tita? Yup. I think that marks our turn, Julia. As you wish. Chloe, I guess this is goodbye for now. I'm afraid so. This was an opportunity that I never expected to be blessed with. I owe Adios my deepest thanks for being able to see you two again. Us too. I'll keep writing to you, Chloe. Count on it. I won't get my hopes up the next letter will be anytime soon. Oh, Josette? What's up? I really enjoyed spending time with you. I'd love to have the opportunity to hang out again one day. Sure. We'll make it happen. We have a few hobbies in common. I bet we could talk for hours and hours. Work will mean I have to go to Grantsell a lot anyway. I'm sure I'll get the chance. I'll be looking forward to it. Gah. If you're feeling you jealous you've got, like, nothing in common with her, maybe you should try taking up baking and handicrafts. Can't wait to see the efforts of someone with all the creativity and dexterity of a drunk palm. I wish I could disagree, but you totally got me. It's okay, Estelle. No one's good at everything. Please, don't feel obliged to say anything to me. I'm not your ancestor, but merely a sentient replica of her. Even so, I still wish you could have had the opportunity to meet with my grandmother. I'm nowhere near as capable or intelligent as she is, and after meeting only me, I can only imagine you must be so disappointed. It's almost eerie how much you remind me of myself in that regard. I do? How? I imagine your grandmother must feel the same way. There's nothing to be ashamed of if you don't know which way you should go sometimes. Just follow your heart, and it will never betray you. One day, you'll be able to spread your wings wide and fly. I'm sure of it. I certainly hope so. Thank you for your words of encouragement. Well, I suppose we should be going. Oh, before we do, after we return, Kevin, I imagine things will be more than a little chaotic. So should we require the church's help again, I expect you to be there for us. Sure thing. I'll be getting in touch with the congregation for the sacraments after I get out of here to decide what to do next. Well then, everyone, take care of yourselves. Screet! Well, I'm up. I'm glad we had this time together, Josette. If you're gonna try and force yourself to say something all emotional and crap, save it. I don't want to hear it from you. Oh, that's real swell. It looked like you and Joshua were finally breaking up. then I was going to use this chance to take him from you. If only I was so lucky. Actually, you want to come through the gate at the same time as me, Joshua? Maybe we'll reappear in the same place if we do. I'm on to you, Missy. Hands off. Do you guys really have to fight like this? Right to the very end? You stay out of this! Sorry. Damn, man. This is such a pathetic spectacle. But you know something? It was fun being here with you, Estelle. In a way. Yeah, I could say that too. In a way. Don't overdo it with that business of yours, you hear? Your line of work's like ours. You're out of luck if you work yourself sick. Right back at you. But you can go causing trouble for yourself all you like. Just don't go getting hurt and causing any for Joshua. I don't think I've ever met two people who hate each other this much, who are so similar. Anyway, guess I should actually get going now. I'll be sure to write, Joshua. Thanks. Can't wait to hear from you. Sounds like you two are gonna have your work cut out for you. Take care, alright? Thanks. May the goddess's light shine upon you and your ship. Can't ask for better from a sister. Thanks. Alright, later. You okay, Ren? You've been kind of quiet for a while now. Why? Why is everyone smiling? Huh? What do you mean? I mean, you're all saying goodbye. For all you know, you might never get to see each other again. So why do you all look so happy? Oh. Everyone keeps saying they're sad to see one another go. Why don't you all just stay here then? As long as the garden's here, everyone can stay and turn this place into whatever they want it to be. We can laugh and have fun tea parties forever and ever and ever. So why? I get it now. It hurts you to think you might never see them again, doesn't it? Joshua? It hurts that no matter how much you care about someone, no matter how much you want to be with them, you might never see them again. Is that it? Wait. No, of course not. That's not even possible. Even when I heard that Louve was dead, that didn't hurt one bit. I was sad, but it didn't hurt. That's because that's not the same. The reason it didn't hurt is because you were able to accept Louve's death. You knew that there was no chance you'd ever be able to see him again, and that's why you were able to grieve. But this is a case of knowing that you could meet the people you care about, but at the same time, maybe you can't. In some ways, that's even more painful than never being able to see someone ever again. No, you're wrong. That's why you... You're wrong! Wrong, wrong, wrong! Should I tell you, Ren? Tell you why everyone was able to smile as they said goodbye to us all? I don't want to know. I don't need to know. Well, too bad. I'm gonna tell you anyway. It's because no matter how much you love someone, or how much you hate someone, eventually, you'll end up having to part from them. That goes for everyone. No exceptions. Everyone? Yup. Even me and Joshua. Even if we get married, have kids, and live out the rest of our days happily together. Eventually, one of us is going to die and leave the other one behind. We can't rule out the possibility that one or both of us might lose our lives in an accident. We could even fall out of love someday. Every day you spend with someone could turn out to be the last, and that's a reality all of us have to face up to and fight every day. Every day? And that's why we have to smile. When everyone smiles, we don't have to worry about the sad stuff, and we can be positive together. We know we're not alone, and that everyone else feels the same way we do. And best of all, it fills us with excitement at the thought of when and how we might see each other next. So we put on our bravest face, and promise to meet again, whether it comes true or not, and we go back to our lives and keep on going. That's how it is for everyone, I think. It's really everyone? Everyone. You too. So, will you try and smile with us? Me? Maybe I can't promise we can be together forever. But I can tell you that we really, really love you. That's why I want to watch over you, at least until you become a grown-up. If that's what you want too, then I'll do what I can to be by your side no matter what. Then when you grow up, maybe you'll decide you want to do something with your life that means we have to part ways. And if that happens, that's okay. But if it does, then we'll part ways with a big smile. How does that sound? Good? You don't need to decide what you want to do now. The choice is yours to make. We've already made up our minds what we want to do. We want to be your family, Ren. Like Joshua said, we can't force you. If you don't want to be with us, that's fine. Dad's given his okay. All that's left is yours. Enough! Enough! Ren? If that's what you want, I'm gonna run, and run and run. I'm gonna run so fast, you're never gonna be able to catch me. So... We're ready for that. You can keep running, for as long as it takes for you to make up your mind, one way or the other. But just so you know, I'm really bad at knowing when to call it quits. You might be really good at playing hide and seek, but no hiding place can stay undiscovered forever. I hate you. I hate you both. But I love you both just as much. We finally got to tell her. We finally got to tell her how we feel. Yeah, we did. Joshua. You did great, Estelle. Still, hardest part's yet to come. Yeah, you're right. Sorry for making you wait through that, guys. But now I think it's time we went, too. Don't sweat it. You're gonna get back to chasing her the second you get out of here, right? Good luck. Don't give in, and I'm sure it'll work out. May the goddess's blessing be with all three of you. I'll be looking forward to the next time we meet. And I'll be praying that the three of you will all be together when that time comes. We will. I'll make it happen. Till next time. Those two really are something special. Yeah, you're telling me. Just looking at those two, I can't help but feel that maybe Rufina's dream isn't so impossible after all. Me too. Which means all the more that we'll need to get to work on making it a reality. I'm afraid this place likely doesn't have much time left. I think you should leave before it's too late. Oh, right. Actually. Something wrong? I just can't help but feel like we've forgotten something. Hey! Oops. Oh my. You're awful! was giving me that half-hearted explanation and then vanishing the best you could do? I'm sorry, I did have a lot to do at the time. Still, that explanation was enough to allow you to reach here, wasn't it? Eventually, but I had a heck of a time getting here. I'm no good with directions. I had groups of angels chasing after me. Chariots trying to run me over. Anyway, what's with all this shaking? Alright, so apparently this castle's gonna vanish soon. That door up there will let you return to our world, so go ahead and run on through it. Why are you only telling me this now? I'm out of here. By all means, thank you for your help. What? Hey, you played an important part in making it through all this. When we get out of here, we'll be enemies again. There's no harm in acknowledging that. Just don't go causing too much trouble out there, so we have to go after you, okay? Worry about yourselves first. Next time we meet, I'll be a changed man, higher ranking and much, much stronger. You mark my words. Come on, guys. Stop fucking around and hurry. I doubt this castle has more than a few more minutes before it disappears. Got it. What'll happen to you after that, by the way? I imagine I will return to my lengthy slumber in the garden, in the same state I was before the Lord of Phantasma first appeared. And I will remain that way until this land of Phantasma eventually finishes disappearing. After that, I will finally be free of the duty which keeps me here. Really? Thanks for everything. I don't know if words can express how grateful we are. May your dreams be pleasant indeed. Thank you very much. After you've stepped through the gate, I will disable the Recluse Cube's functionality. Its power will never return again, so deal with it however you see fit. Understood. I know exactly who's going to be getting it. You're thinking of giving it to the professor? You honestly think she'll let all this slide if we don't? Especially after her daughter got caught up in it? She's gonna be unbearable. Good point. Well then, Rias, time for us to go. Indeed. Would you like to hold hands? What? I was only joking, of course. But I do want us to step through together. Just like how together, we'll make Rufina's dream come true. Yeah. I'm counting on you, partner. Always. And that's it. That's Trails in the Sky the Third. Here's hoping that, the ending of the video doesn't get cut off because of copyright claims or bullshit like that. In any case, that was certainly an experience. I still, after beating this, there are some things I liked about this game. I will admit that. There are things I liked about this game. There's lots of things I didn't like about this game. Well, I'll try putting into words a bit better, because, what else am I gonna do? So, obviously, what's great, all the stuff with Ren, and, a lot of the doors were really well thought out. They did a good job setting the framework for future games, as, I've played all the future games, so I got to, see what they were leading towards, and, yeah, that's cool, that's really cool, that works, that's nice, that's neat. But of course, it came with some downsides too. Some of the doors were really nice. All of the sun doors were varying degrees of absolute misery. That fishing minigame is absolute bullshit. It should not have passed inspection. That rail shooter minigame was absolute bullshit. It should not have passed inspection. The gambling was fine. I can understand that. I don't have a problem with the gambling, actually. The arena is the arena, so it's just, basic combat in the story, so that's fine, that's whatever. that Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is the highest degree of quality bullshit questions. So, you know. It's like, hey, do you remember this random NPC from this place? I certainly don't. I'd like to think my memory of the Trail series is decent, but it's not, like, goddamn eidetic. And I think that's kind of the issue with it. So yeah, some doors were great, other doors were disgusting and terrible, and I hated them. So, you know, that's a wash. The gameplay is fine. I mean, standard Trail stuff doesn't really lend itself to dungeon crawlers. And a lot of the environments were samey, repetitive, boring. Obviously, it was just reused assets for the most part. The new areas weren't, like, very interesting visually. They're just kind of standard hallways. Other than Gehenna. I will admit that Gehenna looked pretty nice for, you know, being hell. And I think doing that little bit kind of made Kevin's story worth it. I still hate him. I still don't like him as a protagonist all that much. Despite, you know, feeling a lot more sympathy towards him after hearing his story, I still don't like him. Like, with, like, Reen, I grew attached to him pretty much immediately, because a lot of his self-worth issues and all that kind of stuff resonated with me a lot. Lloyd's downright inspirational. And Estelle's just, you know, the best girl. So, like, yeah, it's hard to compare to any of those three. And I do think Kevin ends up the weakest protagonist by a fair bit. He doesn't really get his own squad, other than, like, a few extras from the Sky series. The best thing about Kevin is probably his Grail Sphere S-Craft, which, I didn't even have for the final fight. God, that final fight was a disaster and a half. I'm just glad I was able to pull it off. Yeah. What else? So yeah, I think that mostly covers my thoughts about it. The story stuff was actually pretty good. It was a bit, pacing was a bit awkward. We didn't really get to get the big payoff events, like, all the stuff with Ren, dealing with Kevin's, you know, masochism and self-torment and all that stuff. That stuff didn't come until the end, so that was like, you're playing through the first 20 hours of the game before you get anything resembling interesting stuff. Just, you know, two assholes speaking cryptic nonsense at you while you're going through dungeon to dungeon. And, you know. So yeah, I definitely think this is the weakest game in the series. But it has its merits. It has things that are good about it. And, I'd probably give it a 5 out of 10. Problem is 100%ing this game is a lesson in abject misery. So, I can't possibly give it any higher than that. But there's a little bit more before we finish. So let's see what the stinger takes us to. Merkaba number 1. Alright. Well, we know whose this is. This is Ein Selnate's ship here. I think I have a rough idea of the situation now. We've been able to confirm the safety of the 6 you mentioned. Prince Olivert Rise Arnor, Mueller Vander, Zinvathek, Josette Capua, Estelle, and Joshua Bright. All of them have safely returned to our world. Really? That's a relief. I was able to confirm the safety of the ones who ended up in Liberl myself, and it was just those 6 I was concerned about. Well, and the 2 from Ouroboros, but I'm not sure either of us have any chance of checking up on those 2. Aha! Unfortunately not. Still, this certainly wasn't what I was expecting to happen when I gave you that mission. The Oriole left us a nasty little present, didn't it? That's one way of putting it. Either way, I'll give you my full report as soon as I'm back. Wrapping things up on my end seems like it'll take a little while longer, but hopefully not too long. I'm looking forward to it. You know, you've changed since I last spoke to you. I'm quite surprised. Huh? The Kevin I know wouldn't care to know whether those he'd been involved with were safe or not. Or rather, he'd try and suppress those concerns. I can only imagine a lot must have happened in this phantasma. That's putting it lightly. I'll fill you in on all of it once I get back. Like I said, I got something I want to tell you on a personal level, too. Oh, color me curious. Regardless, I'm glad you two returned safely. Perhaps we should all go get some drinks together after you return. I'd be happy to. Oh yeah, I've actually got something I want to ask. Well... Is it possible for a Dominion to change their title after choosing one? What's this now? I found something other than hunting heretics I want to do, you see. I still intend to fulfill my duties as a Dominion to the fullest. Don't worry about that, just... Commander! So that's a no, probably. A Dominion wanting to change their title, eh? In the 1,000 years the Gralsritter has existed, that's not something that has happened often. But it's not entirely unprecedented either. Then, go ahead and think up something fitting for yourself before we next meet. If you fail to, I'll give you a new one myself as punishment. And trust me, you won't like it. If I'd known you were going to say that, I would have thought of something before asking. Well, I guess I better get to work on thinking up something cool. What do you think of Blue Shooting Star? Or maybe Black Arrow? What's with the awkward silence? Father Kevin, as your former instructor, allow me to give you one piece of heartfelt advice. Sure. Unless you want to live the rest of your life in abject shame, then for the love of Adios, get Rias to help you choose. Don't even think of picking alone. What's wrong with the Blue Shooting Star? That one's actually kind of cool. I like it. Granted, it's no red comet, but we can't all be the red comet. Thank you for staying with Trails in the Sky until the very end. While this story is told all its tell, there are more adventures to be discovered across the Zemurian continent. Wow, the text doesn't even fit on the screen. Come on. And just like that, we have officially completed the game. I was waiting for nothing new to come up, but yeah, that's it. So, once again, I'd like to thank everyone for coming today. I hope you enjoyed the finale of Trails in the Sky the Third, and there will be a short little break for this series of events. Clearly, I'm not going to finish 4 games in the span of a week, considering how long it took me to finish, the first 3 games of the series. So, this playlist will be taking a temporary hiatus. Up next on the docket is, of course, Trails of Cold Steel 3, which should be releasing in approximately a week's time of this release on YouTube, give or take a few days. In any case, until then, I'll probably just be screwing around doing, lo-fi streams. Might do some writing, might do some other stuff. We'll see. In any case, I'd like to give a big shout out to my supporters on Twitch, who, thank Although no one came today. I was kind of talking to myself. But, you know, you guys who always show up, I really appreciate you coming and staying in chat for a little bit. And for all of my subscribers on YouTube, this couldn't have been done without your efforts. And of course, a big thanks of all to my patrons on Patreon. It's getting late. But yeah, Mr. Blah, ZBD Pats fan, you guys are the best. I thank you for your continued support. And if you guys want to support me, I do have a Patreon that I've been linking in every single video on this playlist. So yeah, go ahead and check that out if you want to support this channel even more. Or just do the free stuff, like, comment, subscribe. It gets my name out there. Makes it so YouTube likes me a little bit better. YouTube doesn't like me very much. Alright. In any case, I've been rambling for quite some time now. So, I just want to say thank you once again. And I will see you next time. Probably for Trails of Cold Steel 3, but whatever I decide to do next, I hope you'll be there to come and join me. This has been Logic Blade, RazorStar7343, or whatever else you know me as. We will see you next time. Take care of yourselves, everyone, and happy Thanksgiving. Bye-bye.